Hello and welcome to another session of Building the Bull. This session is brought to you by the Skylabs and Vettery Ecosystem. My name is Ryan and I am so glad to be your host today. Now last year over 16,000 crypto projects launched, and I got a question for you. How would you like to get paid to share quality crypto pre-sales on our CrowdX Calendar? That's exactly what these sessions are designed to do. It's designed to equip you with the knowledge, resources, and experience to support you in finding great projects, which then puts you in a position to get paid to post great projects. We've paid out over thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency to our community members in the last year. As a community, we work together to find projects that have potential, while at the same time bring up warnings or red flags about projects that may bring up concerns or issues. For the last 9 months, we've recorded around over 120 plus live sessions just like this, where we support the community in navigating the CrowdX Calendar, finding 2x to 100x crypto gems, and also paying out, like I said, thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency in the process. Now, we do host 2 sessions like this every single week. We host these sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so welcome, glad that you're here. If you're watching live, go ahead and drop a hi, hello, let everybody know where you're watching from. We do have a worldwide audience. We got Luis with us and Carl, welcome. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and drop a hi, hello as well, letting us know who is watching on the replay. I did want to start off today's call with going over some recent gains. We wrapped up the month of January with some fantastic gains, and I always want to give credit where credit is due and celebrate those who are doing a great job in the communities. So let's go ahead and look at a couple projects here. All right, so the first project is posted by CryptoJ100X. This project is called Candy Play to Earn, P2E, and it launched back on the 30th, just a couple days ago. And so don't mind all these lines on right here. What we're showing here is something we call the, obviously you're very well familiar with the all-time high. Okay, this is this right here. Okay, this right here is the all-time high for this project. Draw a line right there. You know, you hear people talking about the all-time high. You hear projects talking about the all-time high all the time. That's what the projects like to brag and boast about and say, hey, look at us. We had an all-time high of a 1x or a 2x or what have you, 10x, 20x. But let's be real. How many people sold at that exact moment? How many people sold at the top? And sometimes we don't even know how long price is actually there. So take, for example, you see this long wick right here. There's a wick because once it hit that high of 1.87x, it dropped off. Now we can go down to the 1 minute chart and we can see exactly what happened, how big these wicks are. So like, yeah, right there. So some of this, it didn't even last a minute, up in these areas. We dropped down just a little bit to these bodies here. And so like, again, we're talking about the difference of like, 5%. So with this one, not necessarily drastically different. But one of the things that we did in the Vettery ecosystem, we wanted to come up with a standardized approach to record these gains. Because as you well know, getting involved with pre-sales can be a overwhelming experience, especially if you're new. And whether you're struggling in the Telegram group, whether you're struggling to find the contract, whether you're struggling to know what to set the slippage at for PancakeSwap, there can be challenges, there can be issues. That doesn't even consider the fact that what if you just happen to forget about the pre-sale? I mean, let's be honest. Go ahead and say me if you've ever forgotten that you were in a pre-sale. I know I have. It's embarrassing, but hey, it happens to the best of us. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I contributed to that a week ago. I forgot today was launch day. If I'm the only one, maybe I'm the only one. But if you can relate to that, go ahead and say me too. I say all that to say, we came up with a standardized approach. Okay, we came up with a standardized approach. We call this VAL. VAHL. That's Vetter Audited Highest Low. Vetter Audited Highest Low. Let me make this really big. There we go. And so what that's saying, Okay, what this is saying is what is the highest low where people could have sold and got out, literally where price was above the pre-sale price for at least 1 hour within that first 24-hour period. Okay, that's the metric that we use. That's basically saying that anybody could have swapped out. They had an entire hour to swap out between, in the 24-hour period. There was an entire hour where price was above this line right here, the Vetter audited highest low. Okay, so for this project, this particular project, Candy Play to Earn, people could have swapped out between a 1.3x and 1.8x, had an hour to do so. And you can see price went up, it was up for a little bit, came down below, it was up again. Okay, so it doesn't mean it's consecutive. It just means that there was plenty of time for someone to swap out. Hey, welcome, Meng. Hope you're having a fantastic day, brother. Louise says me. Carl says me. I'm glad that I'm not alone. Glad I'm not alone. Okay, so for this project, the all-time high was a 1.8x, and the val was a 1.3x. Okay, which meant within the first 24 hours, you had an hour where you could have swapped out between a 1.3x and a 1.8x. So, hey, congratulations to this particular scout, Crypto J100X. Next up, we have this project called Canachain, posted by the one and only Dante Zamundo. He is the king of the hot streaks. Let's go ahead and take a look to see how this project fared. Let's go ahead and zoom out here. All right, so this project launched on the 30th as well, and shot up, and we had a all-time high of a 1.4x, and then we ended up having a val of around 1.23, 1.24x. Okay, so 24 hours. You had 24 hours, or 1 hour within the first 24 hours to swap out between a 1.2 and a 1.4x. So congratulations, Mr. Dante Zamundo, king of the hot streak rewards. He has received the most hot streak bonuses. So congratulations to you, my friend. Next project, we have Future AI. Future AI. This is posted by Hellstrom. Hellstrom is a fantastic scout, and he embodies the idea of persistency and resiliency, and really appreciate his effort and what he contributes to the community. But Future AI, let's go ahead and take a look at Future AI. Now this is, I'm surprised about Future AI. Here's the reason why. Let me show you why. There's been a little bit of fluctuations. Beginning of the year, there was a lot of projects that were rocking and rolling that were fair launches. Okay, and then as some weeks went on, and there was some more balanced projects, meaning not all of them were profitable within the 24 hours, and so it was more even based. But here we have Future AI. It was a fair launch. This is not a traditional fair launch. Traditional fair launch is what we're going to look at in a minute. This is basically a pre-sell without a hard cap. This is a pre-sell without a hard cap, and so they open it up and they raise funds until the time runs out. Okay, until the time runs out. So they raised funds for 3 days here, 25th to the 28th. Okay, and once the 28th rolled around, as long as it had more than 40 BNB, they're going to go launch. Okay. Now the thing about these fair launches is, based on the amount that it raises, it's going to change the current rate of tokens that you get. So the more that you raise, the less tokens you get. Also, the more you raise, the larger the market cap. So this is an interesting balance. Okay. But one of the cool things about this project, and this is not something we see often. Last year, statistically speaking, these types of projects, statistically, 17%. 17% would do a 2x or more within the first 24 hours. 15% would do a 2x or more within the first 7 days. And 96% would fail at the 30-day mark. Okay? So it was more often than not that these projects actually struggled. Like I said just a moment ago, this year, there's been a little bit of some changes. There's been some decent projects. So when I see a fair launch like this, a pink cell fair launch, and a project does, 1.5x or a 2x or a 3x, it's like that's pretty phenomenal. That's a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. So just wanted to give that for a little bit of groundwork, tee us up here. So here we go here. This is the project Future AI. And you can see here, it launched right here. This is where it started. It went up a little bit, and then people started selling. And now we have the game. Up and down, up and down, up and down. People coming in, people coming out. Now, what's the difference between this project and projects we talked about previously? The projects who continue to go down. Okay? Obviously, there's a reason for people to hold this. What it is, I don't know because I didn't do the research. I don't know what this project's about. I still have to say, based on the way the chart is moving, indicates that people are interested in holding this token. Okay? And so what happens within the first 24 hours? Well, let's just take a little look here. This is a 24-hour mark. Right here is a launch. Here's a 24 hours. This is sitting at an all-time high of 6.9x. Okay, 6.9x within the first 24 hours. That is the all-time high. Not everybody sold at that, obviously. But the val for this project is right there at a 6x. 6x for a fair launch. I mean, that's pretty phenomenal. I would definitely say that these are more so the exception than the rule. But hey, you figure out the math, you figure out the probabilities on this, and hey, you know what is it that this project had that other projects don't? And there's a world of opportunity there for you. So, hey, congratulations, Hellstrom, for posting this project. What this means is, you know, within the first 24 hours, you had an hour to swap out between a 6x all the way up to a 6.9x, almost a 7x, which is awesome within the first 24 hours. I mean, that kind of you know, I wasn't here during the heavy bull market of, you know, a year or two ago. I'm not familiar with that, but those are the stories that I've heard that this was a regular experience. And so, you know, I know Bitcoin is up right now. I know, you know, Ethereum's up, and so you know, I don't necessarily do any speculation on the market. I personally, personal opinion, I personally believe that they're just they're taking a lot of people for the ride right now, believing in the hype train of, hey, the cryptocurrency market's back, but like we really didn't have a disastrous market. There was some blood, but there was not a lot of blood, and so I personally don't think that the bear market's over. I personally think that this is just to get people excited, and a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money. That's my personal take. We'll see how it works out. But again, congratulations, Hellstrom, for posting this project, Future AI. Next project we're going to take a look at is Pixia. This is from legend Gordon Gekko. Gordon Gekko, one of our top scouts. I would label him as Mr. Consistency. He and PSC 100X, they hold the titles for Mr. and Mrs. Consistency. These guys do great projects with consistent results. Both of them have around a 70% success rate in the projects that they scout, and they do a fantastic job. So let's go ahead and take a look at Pixia. Now, Pixia is on the Ethereum network, and it was a traditional fair launch. So let's go ahead and take a look. And so what does that mean? It means that when basically everyone's hanging out in Telegram, they're waiting for the contract to drop. Okay, they're waiting, patiently waiting for the contract to drop. And as soon as the contract drops, it's like a mad dash. Everybody's rushing to get in, everybody's rushing to buy. And that's how it works. No pre-sale, you're not able to get in there early before anybody else. It is literally who is the fastest, who gets in first, and then one order comes through, the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. And so, you know, this did not have a large, massive candle in the beginning, which is pretty encouraging. Sometimes you see really big candle that first minute, and this is a minute chart, by the way. These are 1 minute candles. Sometimes you see a really big impulsive move during these fair launches, and oftentimes, you know, you may not have got part of that. And the fact that there was a little bit of a dip here on this is pretty inspiring. Meaning, those participants, I say all that to say it looked like a pretty fair launch, pretty fair launch. So I like to see that. Sometimes I've seen the charts already moving by the time that the project gives out the contract address. That's just a little shady to me. Someone had the inside scoop, and that's not fair. So anyway, let's take a look, see what we got here with Pixia AI. And yeah, to Meng's point, Meng says the narrative of AI is strong at the moment. And so success leaves clues. Okay, success leaves clues. You may have heard that comment, that term before. The project right here, Future AI, posted by Hellstrom. Now we got Pixia AI. Success leaves clues. So as Meng is saying this, narrative AI is strong right now. That might be something to look for as a scout. That's something to consider. What's going on and what are trends. What are trends, and how can you capitalize on trends as a scout and capitalize on trends in the crypto space? So we got Richard's with us. Welcome. I think Meng calls him Richie. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. So let's go ahead and take a look at Pixia. Right now we're looking at So one of the things that's weird with the deck screener right now, it's not keeping my my favorites for some reason. You guys know that I always have my favorite bar up here, but it's not keeping it. I don't know why. Don't know why that is. But Pixia AI, that's a massive gain for the all-time high. Like 36x. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah, Meng, that's a really good point. So anytime that there's trends happening, you got to know that there's going to be players who want to do something in the space, but there's also going to be people who have nefarious intent, meaning they want to capitalize on people's FOMO, they want to capitalize on people's emotions, and there will be shady projects. I mean, it seemed like maybe, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we talked about AI. And it wasn't from a product perspective, but it was just from a perspective of like, it's going to enter the space. Here we are 2-3 weeks later, and here's 2 projects that are rocking and rolling. And, to Meng's point, for every good project out there, there's probably a handful of bogus ones. And so, it's important to have your checklist. It's important to have your the things that you're looking for, to do your due diligence, to make sure that things actually check out. Things actually check the boxes and they make sense. And we'll dive into some projects today to see what that looks like. But I wanted to throw that out there. So, yep, 36x. And if you're ever wondering how that how we do that, how we get that number here, you just take the percent and multiply it by 0.01 and then plus 1. Okay, so the way we get these x's, so you can use this forecast tool. It's in all TradingView overlays. This is TradingView, but Dex Screener, Dex Tools, PooCoin, all these different platforms. They're using TradingView. Okay, you can see right here a chart powered by TradingView. And so right here, there's a tool called the forecast tool, and you just click right here. You click the bottom, you move up to the top, and that gives you your all-time high. Right there. So this is 3,595%. Okay, so you would do 3,595 times 0.01 equals plus 1 equals. That is a 36x. I mean, close to a 37x. Okay, 37x. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So right here, we have a 28x. So for this project that Gordon Gekko scouted, Pixia AI, within the first 24 hours, you had an hour where you could have swapped out anywhere between a 28x up to a almost 37x, and anywhere in between. And also, clearly, some of the other positions, there are opportunities to, swap out there as well. Now, the cool thing with this project, I mean, it's still going. This is no way, shape, or form is this financial advice. I'm simply showing that this project is people are super excited. That's massive. Okay, we're looking at like over 100x, I believe. Let's see, 12289 times 0.01 plus 1 equals 123x within the first 2 days of this project launch. 3 days of the project launch. So first 3 days, its all-time ever is 123x. Okay, that's absolutely massive. So hey, Gordon Gecko, congratulations, my friend. That is fantastic. Next up, we have GU, or the GU project. I think I'm pronouncing that right. GU. Let's go ahead and go check out the chart. So here's what I meant about a big 1 minute candle. So we can take a look at these and see the difference here. You can see the difference. So take a look at this. Make a mental note. Big voluminous candle. Huge, massive candle here. Ton of volume. Okay, ton of volume. And then go over here and look at this one right here. Now keep in mind they're both minute charts. All right, this is a minute chart. All right, this started off small. I closed off the volume indicator. Let me, just curious. Volume. Just curious. Yeah, 5,000, 10,000, 12, 4. Not a lot of volume happening. Okay, but it was nice and sustainable. This launch was really sustainable. You know, was this a obviously it's a fair launch, but I can't think of the term all of a sudden. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. A stealth launch. You know, was this a stealth launch that they actually had time to build up, and you know, people weren't in there trying to sell for pennies, and you know, it actually gave gave the chart room to breathe and grow, gain some momentum. You know, when people hold like that, it creates a foundation for blast off. I mean, my goodness, 123x. That's massive. And I don't know. I'm simply speculating. I'm simply guessing. I'm just guessing what could have happened with these launches. I have no clue what actually happened. I'm just guessing. But you have a candle like this. Massive. Okay, 106,000 volume. Boom! Right there, right at launch. Okay? It's likely a lot of people are getting in at the top. Unfortunately, it's just what it is. It happens. But look at the two differences between the way this launched. The way this project launched, boom, and then kind of tapered down. Okay? Where this one launched slowly, slow and steady. A nice build. People excited. There's a reason that people want to buy it. There's a reason that people want to hold. Okay? Obviously, people are maybe, you know, getting some profits. Maybe some of the people are looking to exit their positions because they just want to flip. They just want to trade the coin. You know, who knows? Who knows? Okay? But, like, this is just, like, nice, steady growth. There's a reason. There's hype. People want to be here. Where this one, it's like, boom, we're here for the hype. We caught it. Oh, man, I bought the top, and people are just gradually selling off. Okay? Anyway, let's look at the all-time high. All-time high is 3,253. That's a 33x. 33x. Now, the amount of people that caught that is kind of slim, because the moment that it got all the way up there is the moment that it turned around, and has been turning around ever since. We're creating lower highs, and we're creating lower lows. It's just cycling downward. Okay, cycling downward, cycling downward. The opposite over here, we're creating higher highs, and we're creating higher lows. It's cycling upward. Okay? People want to be here. People are excited. Not to say that this project can't turn around. Just simply saying two projects on the Ethereum network, both doing fair launches, both with drastically different gains, but both very successful. Very successful. So this ended up being a 33x, the all-time high, and this one right here was a 18x. Not shabby. Not shabby. Okay, within the first 24 hours, being able to swap out between an 18x and a 33x, that's a good day. That's a good day. I don't think anybody's complaining about that. And also wanted to throw out, this is from Metallarad, fantastic scout and contributor in our community, does a great job. And Metallarad, if I were to give him the nickname, it would be like Shot Caller. Shot Caller. Which, by the way, If you're not part of our Discord, there's been some really good calls in our microcap section, and there's some people that are emerging that are just doing absolutely phenomenal. And if you don't know what that is or what that's about, let me just go over to Discord just real quick. Right here we have a microcap section. If you're not familiar with Discord, you can find a link in the description of this video, so definitely want to go there. But there's a handful of microcaps, and there's people talking about these different projects in here, and it's an opportunity and where for you to get some insights into what's going on here, and just the benefit of crowdsourcing is instead of you doing all the work yourself, you can leverage other people's knowledge, experience, and time, and so on. Super, super helpful. Another thing to consider is when we go over here to let's see, what am I thinking? Right here, VetterVine and VetterTA. Okay, part of our ecosystem. Okay, VetterTA. Vetter's charting tool integrates with VetterTA to give investors access to much needed technical analysis on mainly unknown microcaps before they trend. Okay, this is exactly what Metaspace Reality has been doing. He's been absolutely crushing it. Okay, Neuroni AI, which again, Meng's talking about AI, 20x overall, or 10x from when Metaspace Reality actually posted it. Okay, he talked about this back 4, 5, 6 days ago, and threw this out there. 10x since he posted it. Okay, another one right here, I believe. Yep, another one right here. He talked about this again 5, 6 days ago, and I think it's close to 6x from where he posted it. Now, why am I bringing that up? Well, real simple. VetterTA. Vetter's charting tool integrates with VetterTA to give investors access to much needed technical analysis on mainly unknown microcaps before they trend. Hello, that's what this is right here. That's what Metaspace Reality has been doing. Pretty awesome. VetterVine. Ranking members share blockchain news that they heard through the grapevine before news hits the mainstream. Learn about it here before it moves the market. Again, both of these things are part of the ecosystem, and so really glad that we're utilizing that stuff in Discord, and people are getting their feet wet. People are starting to build a reputation for themselves. And again, if you're not part of that conversation, even just watching, even just learning, you are missing out. I also will say, Meng posted in here, Bull Flag. Which Bull Flag was scouted by VetterGuard or Remain Strong, a great scout in our community, and she was a little nervous about scouting this project because this was back in end of last year, but it was a fair launch, and she was unsure about that. It was a pink cell fair launch, but it checked her boxes. She did her due diligence. We talked about it on the call. We looked at some things that looked good. Okay, some people liked it, and then Meng goes and posts it as a microcap. They're making some things happen, and it's rocking and rolling. So shout out to you, Meng. Shout out to Metaspace Reality. Shout out to Remain Strong. Shout out to who else? Metallaride. Whoever's participating in these chats, whoever's contributing in these chats. I know I've seen Gordon Gecko in here. I've seen WM Stock. So just rock on, guys. Like I said, keep up the conversations. Massive value happening in our Discord, and I wanted to give you guys a shout out for that. So this is just the future of more things to come. More things to come. I mean, the resource and community that we're creating is going to be a massive powerhouse of information where no matter what your skill level, no matter what your knowledge level, you'll be able to plug in and get what you want to get and contribute how you want to contribute. What's up, Aaron? Hope you're having a fantastic day, brother. So with that, like I said, I just want to give a shout out to we ended January really strong with projects on CrowdX, and we're definitely dipping our toe into VetterTA and VetterVine, and the results are great. And again, that stuff is just going to grow as we grow and develop as a community. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Vetter platform. And I would say if there's a project you want to take a look at, go ahead and drop it in the comment section, and we'll go ahead and pull it up. And as you're doing that, I just want to briefly share how simple it is to post projects on a CrowdX Calendar. If you're brand new, you don't really know what the Vetter platform is about, you can go and check out vetterplatform.app. That's VetterPlatform.app. There you can log in. This is our Vetter board. This is like our dashboard, our 30,000 foot view. There's little snippets of everything you see here. Okay, but you can see right here, hot list. These are just some recently added projects from some of our top scouts. Here's a condensed version of our calendar, CrowdX Calendar. Right here is the leaderboard. This is what I was talking about earlier about scouts getting paid. Scouts getting paid to post projects on the calendar. And when they post consistently profitable projects, they actually get paid even more. They get bonuses in the form of, Vetter token as well as BNB directly to their wallet. And when they win, the community wins. When the community wins, the ecosystem wins. Right here you can see gains and tips. We record all of our gains, all of our tips. Gains would be a user getting a certain gain on a project, and then they have the ability to tip. So for example, Crypto King tipped Metalluride for Galaxy Villains, tipped him 10,000 Vetter. It's pretty awesome how that works. Another thing, if you click this, it's going to expand it here. Oh, maybe it's not. There we go. Okay. It's not working right now. Maybe there's an update. Maybe there's an update that's happening. So we do record all of our gains and tips. Let me just see real quick. See what happens if I... Oh. Okay, maybe we got some updates going on. I don't want to break anything or show you anything that's top secret, so let me just stop while I'm ahead. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the CrowdX Calendar here. All right, this is our CrowdX Calendar. And so the way this works is, as I said previously, if you are really good at finding crypto pre-sales, if you have like the secret sauce, if you have the inside scoop, if you're all about staying up to date with new projects that are launching, you could actually get paid thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency for providing projects to our CrowdX Calendar. Now, it's really simple to add a project. Once you've done the due diligence, once you've done your due diligence, you've found the project you want to post, meaning you search it on Reddit or in Twitter or in Telegram or Discord, you watch YouTube videos or you just heard it through the grapevine or heard it from a friend. Whatever the case, it's really simple. You just click Add Project. And right here, you want to click Ranked if you want to get paid. If you don't want to get paid, click No. It's okay. Right here, Project Name. What is the name of the project? The symbol of the project? The website. Now, keep in mind that we don't allow duplicate projects on the platform. So if you get an error right here saying that the website's in use, that means someone else has already posted that project before. Telegram. What's a Telegram handle or name? Discord, Twitter. What network is it on? These are all the networks that we currently host. What's the category? Oh, whoops, skip one. What launchpad? Launching on VCell? Is it launching on PinkCell, DXL? What have you? Category. Is it gaming? Is it a launchpad? Is it a meme? And is it an NFT? Is it a rewards token? Is it utility? Maybe you don't know. Strategy. Is it a fair launch? A fair launch is what we talked about, with Metalluride and Gordon Gekko, those projects that had those massive, massive gains on the Ethereum network. That's a fair launch. IDO would mean that you get to hold tokens for a specific launchpad. So, for example, if you wanted to participate in our launchpad, okay, the Skylabs launchpad, you would get to hold VSL tokens to participate in that. Okay, so you click IDO. Maybe it's a private sell or pre-sell. Private sell would be something happening before the pre-sell. Pre-sell happens before the token is launched. And right here, you just have these dates. So if it's no private sell, you wouldn't put any information. At the pre-sell, you put the pre-sell date. The launch date, you put the launch date. Really simple. Next, you're going to provide the soft cap and hard cap. Then you want to have the comments. I skipped a section right here, pricing details. Maybe there was a private sell. Maybe there's vesting. Maybe you know a little bit about price per BNB for different tokens and things like that. You can provide that information right there, which is super helpful for anyone reading your report. Next, you can have the comments. Now, one thing that a lot of people do, which makes it really simple, when you look at a project, for PinkCell, for example, we're just going to take a look real quick. Okay, this is where, the project talks a little bit about what's going on. Okay, you could just grab this and put that there, and it could support you and support others in reading this. Just have a quick overview of what's going on. Sometimes you grab a paragraph off of the website or off of the white paper. Okay, and it just it allows the team to clearly explain what the project is all about, and then users reading that, they get an idea of what the project is about really quickly. Now for you, this is where you want to start posting your thoughts your thought process, the things that you're looking for, the things that you like, things that you dislike about the project. Maybe there's things that you really, really like. The fact that they have a Certec audit, or maybe that the team has 100% docs and there's socials, and you have socials are validated. You got LinkedIn, or maybe there's Facebook, or there's YouTube channels, or maybe there's Twitter that actually users the user actually uses, not just bogus ones. Okay? Maybe there's been a official KYC. Maybe there's been AMAs, video AMAs. Okay, so like maybe those are some things that you really like. Maybe you've seen their specific AMA groups that they're a part of that you really like. For example, a combination of, maybe there's a combination of, you got Venom and Caesars working in conjunction. There for a period of time over the summer, I noticed that if projects used one call group or AMA group like TravelAd, they had drastically different results when a project used both Caesars and Venom in conjunction. That's something worth noting. Something worth noting. Anything that you like or dislike is worth sharing. Because I may have an opinion on something, I may see something, and I may just think it's a one-off thing. But we may come later on down the road and like 4 or 5 of us start noticing something. For example, 3 weeks ago, I brought up stuff about AI. I brought up stuff about different platforms. I brought up stuff about people generating, images of people who don't actually exist in real life. Like we talked about that on a call. And then today, I wasn't necessarily looking into it, but Meng threw out the idea that, hey, you know what? AI is trending right now. There's a lot of projects launching with AI. 2 of the projects that did massively well the last couple of days were AI-based projects, and the first project we just happened to click on PinkCell, AI. All right, those things are worth mentioning. Those things are worth mentioning because the sooner we can raise that to our consciousness, the sooner we can all start realizing, oh wait, there's trends happening. There's trends. So for example, another trend that we're noticing in the space right now, a lot of projects are doing their pre-sales on their own website. That's a trend. 6 months ago, 9 months ago, it would have had to have been a really top tier quality project for some people to participate off of that website. Some people may even pass. That's a hard no for them. I know there's some in the community that's a hard no. No way. No way are they going to participate in a project that's doing a pre-sale on their own website because they believe that there's more projects available, that they don't have to take that risk. It's always great to be ahead of trends and recognize trends, and that's how we can capitalize on those things as a community. All right, so again, positives, red flags, things that are standing out for you, things that you like. And then other notes. Maybe you add the audit here, maybe you add a link to the white paper, maybe you add some information about tokenomics or any things like that. Okay? So that's how that works. And once you have everything set up here, you just click Post Project, and then it's going to get approved, and once it's approved, it's going to show up on the calendar. And there you go. Now, that's how you post projects to the CrowdX Calendar, and that's how you get paid. And as you post projects, your rank increases. Let me show you how that works. So when you first start off, you're going to be a yellow scout, and when you post projects to the calendar, you're going to earn 250 vetter. Once you've posted 5 projects to the calendar, you move up to a beige scout, and now you earn 750 vetter. And remember a minute ago we're talking about the VAL, we're talking about project gains and things like that. When you post profitable projects, whether it be in the 24-hour time frame, the 7-day time frame, or the 30-day time frame, we have 3 different rating systems. Your rank is going to increase by posting profitable projects. You're now a rank of green, which is 1,750 vetter every time you post a project. If you continue posting great projects, you move up to the rank of purple, where you earn 2,250 vetter. Pretty awesome. That right there is strictly for posting projects to the calendar. That doesn't count people giving you tips, nor does it count something called the hot streak rewards, where we pay out BNB directly to your wallet, in addition to doing a buyback for Vetter and pay that to your wallet as well when you post projects that's consecutive profitable projects. Once you post 3 or more consecutive profitable projects, you're eligible for a hot streak bonus. So with that is a crash course into the scouting process for our ecosystem and how to get projects on the CrowdX Calendar. So if anybody has a project they want to take a look at, feel free to drop it in here. Or we can throw out some names. Okay, if you want to look at a specific user, throw out a name, we'll take a look. If you want to look at a specific project, throw out a name, we'll take a look. But I'm going to start taking a look to see what old Gordon Gecko is looking at. So Gordon Gecko, who I mentioned previously, he and PSC 100X, Mr. and Mrs. Consistency, 70% success rate overall for all projects that they posted. He just posted this project called Trader AI. Trader AI. Let's go ahead and take a look. As we were talking about earlier, the theme of today's call is AI. definitely was not planned, but as Meng said, this is a hot topic, and whether people have nefarious intent or not, people are always looking to capitalize on trends. Let's go ahead and take a look at the website here. All right, so before we get into this, let me just say this: that before we jump into looking at this project, I do want to say that this is a process to sort for the best projects together as a community, and this live session is just a step in that process. Okay, crypto is risky, and in no way, shape, or form am I telling you to invest. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. I'm going to share my own thought process when looking into projects, and sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. It's all 100% subjective. The purpose of this is to support you and what to look for as you are scouting your own projects. What I like, you may not like. What I dislike, you may love. And that's okay. That's what makes us all better together. Everybody learns differently. Everybody has a different perspective, and we're all in this together. And the more we collaborate and share, the more we all learn together. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let the AI trade for you. Trader AI is a project which utilizes AI algorithms to create different allocation with portfolios for crypto projects divided by sectors types in which users can invest their funds and get a higher return than by just investing into a single crypto project. Token use cases: subscription fees. Users will need to hold a certain amount of tokens to access the features and services provided by the dApp. Transaction fees. Users will need to pay a small transaction fee in tokens every trade made on the dApp. Community incentives. Token holders will be able to receive rewards or bonuses for participating in the community and contributing to the project. Development roadmap. I don't know what this is telling me. That's interesting. I mean, I guess this is the roadmap: research and development, professional trader section, dApp development, testing optimization, launch, maintenance, and updates. I guess this is just what they're up to. Or where they're headed, okay? Trader AI tokenomics. Initial token allocation: 50% for the public sell, 10% for the team and advisors, 20% for community incentives and liquidity, 10% for seed round investors. We got a white paper here. Governance token. Token holders will have the ability to vote on important decisions related to the project, such as the selection of professional traders, development of new features, or changes to the algorithm. This will allow the community to have a say in the direction of the project and increase the alignment of interest of the token holders in the project. Official partners. So that's a little, I mean, I guess technically they are partners, but like they're just launching on Pink Cell. They're not, I mean, okay. we've talked about this before. Sometimes this is a little not shady, but like I feel like they're trying to leverage other people's. I feel like they're trying to leverage other people's stuff. So I got distracted. That looks like it's not lined up to me. I get distracted with that stuff. Maybe it is. Doesn't matter. Anyway, the AI algorithm in the Trader AI project will work by analyzing historical trading data and identifying patterns and trends that are indicative of success strategies. This can be done using a combination of supervised learning and reinforcement learning techniques. AI algorithm performance will also depend on the quality and relevance of the data used to train it, as well as the quality of the algorithm implementation and the parameters chosen. Additionally, the AI algorithm will be continuously monitored and backtested. So I'm kind of curious about that, the AI side of things, because also I can't tell. Maybe it's a combination of both. You're going to use professional traders as well as AI. I'm a little lost on that. For the most part, I would say this is a pretty basic website. Nothing too fancy here. Let's look at that's always not an ideal thing. So buy now button is there, but it doesn't go anywhere because I guess the pink cell is not active yet. Doesn't go anywhere. Join our community, however. When you click that, it doesn't go anywhere. That's kind of lame. Especially since your Telegram link is right there. That's just like someone didn't do their job. Old Bob was sleeping on the job. Old Bob is sleeping on the job. Bob is supposed to make sure these links go somewhere. All right, let's go ahead and check out the white paper real quick. This was on Gitbook, I believe. Yep. Check it out. All right, so we have the same logo that's on the website. Let me go back here. Yeah, so this is the same logo that's up here, but like it's clearly that's a logo, and then you have like this website has its own theme, but the logo has its own theme. Like these are two different things. All right. They do have a Discord. Just curious how big their Discord is. 12 and 53, so it's kind of small. No thanks. Kind of small Discord going on there. Whoops. Small Discord going on there. Curious about the team. Okay, so no information about the team. Okay, so the socials is barren, and the links are barren. Bob is falling down on his job again. Backtest results are barren. Now, maybe backtest just hasn't happened yet because they're still working on everything. Okay. Let's check out Telegram. We have a portal. So tap to verify. Start. Verify. Tap here, yes, I'm human. Done. Join the group. 4,700 members. I'm a little surprised that there's 4,700 members given that there's only 50 in Discord. A little surprised by that. So let's get to the bottom of it. Wait a second. Pink cells are already available? That's kind of a bummer. Let me make sure here. Yeah, pink cell. Pink cell is already available. Okay, pre-sale starts in 18 hours. It is a pre-sale. We got a 75 BNB soft cap, 150 BNB hard cap. Pre-sale is just going to go for a day, which is ideal. We have a minimum of a 0.1, maximum of a 1.5. Now, the thing that I find kind of not ideal is that this button, there's no reason why this button shouldn't work. This button should just go to pink cell. Like, I don't understand. Let me close this. I don't understand why that's That's not there. So that's just Bob. Bob has fallen down on the job. Bob's got a couple things he hasn't been working on. All right, 4,700 members, 23 pinned messages. January 22nd is when the first pinned message was. Let's see how far back we can go. January 15th is when the earliest message was. Real quick, let's go back to the website, traderai.io. That's a mouthful. Creation date was January 14th. All right, so we got like 2 weeks and a couple days. So domain was purchased 2 weeks and a couple days ago. Telegram was created 2 weeks and a couple days ago. Let's see about Twitter. Joined in November, but they could potentially change the stuff. Let's see how many tweets they have. They just have a handful of tweets, like 4 tweets, 5 tweets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a lot of views. Maybe they ran some ads to this, or maybe this was pinned or something at one point. That's a lot of views as well. Let's see what people are saying about it. Not working. Oh, it's just a bunch of random stuff. So like this is just people who are just spamming. All these comments on here just spamming, their own program or whatever on this thing. So it's not like real engagement. So that's unfortunate. All right, back to Telegram. Let's see how many of these people are real. Good project. So of the 4,700, some of these people are kind of bogus. Like Queen, for example. We'll see how often Queen talks in a minute. Good project. Meng, what do you mean by dev farming? Could you speak into that a little bit more? I'm not familiar with that term. Venom. Okay, it says Venom called our project before. Click his posts. It's deleted. So Venom was here. It looks like a lot of people say Venom sent me. So it looks like on the 26th. Was that project whitelisted? Let's go back over here. It is whitelist only, so all these people hopping in, maybe they're trying to win a whitelist spot. Let's go back to the pin messages and see what we can see. Let's just start going through them. There's only 23 of them. Won't take too long. Oh, that's really enticing. First AI to make all the traders rich by doing nothing. Trader SI is a project which leverages the power of AI algorithms to create different allocations with... Oh, we already read that. Okay. Team's past project, Super Protocol. So here's our first insight into the team. 8x on a 800,000 starting market cap project and still running. Raised 2K BNB in 8 seconds. Was a talk of BSC for weeks. So I expect this one will run well as a team has some strong marketing background. Pre-sale is low cap. project that leverages the power of AI to create different allocations. Womp womp womp. That's the same stuff they keep saying over and over again. So they're doing an airdrop. January 28th. Good morning, Trader AI family. Woke up early today to get the final testing done for our airdrop bot. All the call group owners relax. We'll check the messages, add to wallets. Saul is now a project advisor for Trader AI. Saul Pink is owner of Pink Cell. Shill Seals gonna hold their whitelist pre-sale within the next week. 150 hard cap. 1 BNB max. It's actually 1.5. So there are a handful of people who are calling. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I was a little sleepy. A handful of people who are calling this group. Shill Seals and Venom. I mean, I wish there was a way to show like Telegram growth. I think that'd be really cool to see. Really cool to see. There's an AMA with Zero Dark. Okay, that's what we got. Oh, okay, so dev farming is pretending to do a project but not doing anything. Okay. Now, with the amount of call groups that they're using, do you still think that that is a thing? So I've seen projects that look really weak. I just figured that they were really just bad at marketing. I didn't necessarily think that they were trying to do something else. There's a handful of projects like that. What was it, Crowdy? FrogPay. Both those were projects that. Well, those are two different ones. Crowdy looked like a joke, but they had a really big Telegram group. FrogPay looked legit, but they struggled with getting some things off the ground. The fact that there's different call groups talking about this and what appears to be some decent engagement, and also, again, I don't know how much it's worth, Saul being an advisor to the project or not. I don't know if that's a turnoff for people or if people like that. What do you guys think, actually? To see Saul as a project advisor, do you think that does that make you excited or does that make you worry about a project when you see that? Just curious. Yeah, my thought on it is, there's been some pretty shady stuff happening in the space sometimes, and so I have a different perspective whenever I see anything about Pink Cell. That's my take on it, though. Yeah, so Meng says that's how they validate themselves. Luis says cautious. Sebastian wants a call group. So Sebastian, a call group could be like, let's just go ahead and take a look. Let's see if we can look at one of these. Is this gonna work? It is gonna work. Oh no, I get to approve that. Let me see if I can find the shill seals. So a call group would be like, it's a group of people who, here's shill seals. There we go. So, okay, Sebastian. So see this group, shill seals. There's 33,000 members in here. And like, yeah, Meng, that's a great point. It's not to get off track, but like, it was a really big turnoff for me to see Coin Official be so happy about partnering with Saul and Pink Cell. To me, that it feels like there's an overall. But again, I could be in my own echo chamber, but I feel like there's an overall consensus that people want to move away from Pink Cell. So whenever I see people waving the flag saying, "Oh, we're partnered with Pink Cell," it's like a big turnoff for me. It's like, as Roman would say, wah wah wah. Like, it's not, that doesn't do anything for me at all. And so, yeah, Coin Official is a great example of that. So that's why I wanted to ask a question, what you guys thought, because, again, I could be in my own echo chamber, and because we all feel the same way, but, there could be other groups who are like, yeah, this is going to be great. My question, though, here's my question. Is it that maybe us as a community, are we in our own echo chamber? Are we in our own echo chamber where we were like, you know what, Pink Cell is garbage. Look at all the stuff that they've let happen and all the trash they've put out, and we're going to clean up the space. Pink Cell hasn't done anything except capitalize on the scams and trash. Is that us, or do more people feel that way? And here's where I'm going with this. Here's the reason I'm going with this. If more people feel that way, aside from just our community, how is partnering with Pink Cell a unique selling proposition? Because there's multiple projects that do it, and they do it like a badge of honor, as if it's a great thing and it's going to be a difference maker and a deal breaker. It's going to be so grand and glorious. And you look at Coin Official. Coin Official had raised, I don't know, was 135 BNB, and it wasn't enough, so they decided to swap that with Gympad, cancel with Gympad, back out with Gympad, and then go run and lock arms with Pink Cell, and then they ended up only raising like 90 BNB or something. And so, like, what my question is, what kind of conversations is Pink Cell having to make these project owners be like, you know what, we should partner with them? Because what I'm saying is, we got so much more powerful. Like, we got so much more to offer, I feel, a project or community. I feel like as a community, we have so much more to offer. So I'm just curious, what conversations are happening? What is Saul or what is Pink Cell promising that gets these project owners not only excited, but willing to wave it around like a badge of honor? That just blows my mind. And to Aaron, to your point, we're gonna crush it. Absolutely. Our power is the crowdsourcing. Our power is the contribution. Our power is different people in different spaces that know their stuff and are willing to share and contribute and network and build things. And like, it's super, super, super powerful. And that's one of the benefits. When people choose to launch with somebody, the community comes with it. And so I'm just sitting here scratching my head thinking, what in the world is Pink Cell offering to these teams that make them so happy? So anyway, Sebastian, I hope you're still here, my brother. Sebastian asks, what's a call group? Okay, so a call group could be like a group that does AMAs. Okay, it could also just be a group that throws out like, oh hey, right here, Trader AI. This is just basically a group that has 33,000 subscribers. This is someone who started a Telegram group. They've built it up. It's a group of ideally real crypto contributors, and they threw out a little message like this and says, hey, Trader AI is launching. Here are the details. Okay, and you see this, 3,700 people saw it, almost 3,800 people saw it. There's 256 comments. And so Trader AI can pay shield seals, I don't know how much money. I don't know if it's BNB. I don't know if it's tokens. That's one of the questions to do a deeper dive. How are these influencers getting paid? And that's one of the things we talk about. Okay? And so, but that's basically how it works. Trader AI spent some type of money or created some type of partnership with shield seals for them to mention this project in their community. And so now you got people who, that's kind of weird. Now you got people who are, commenting and doing random stuff. like standing over fire. So that's how that works. That's how a call group works. And again, it could be an AMA group, it could be a tweet, it could be an influencer posting a TikTok video. There may be a more generalized or not general specific term for a specific call group. I just kind of lump them all together because they all kind of do a bunch of different things. Maybe influencer is a better word. But basically, it's someone who has influence, someone who's built a community, and a project will go to them so they can spread their message. When Skylabs and Vetter both launched, we connected with Voss Coin, among others, Crypto Windy, and I can't think of his name all of a sudden. Joe Perry's. We partnered with them, and they made content for us because they've built a market that likes crypto projects, and they spoke about our project from their perspective, and it allows us to tap into a different network and different group. These are the same way. I would say some of these are really effective and some of these are not that effective. Which technically, this is what Luminous Angel has going for them. If they, fully develop their bot and their tech. Luminous Angel's idea and vision is to categorize and rank these different influencers. So earlier I made the statement that I said that I noticed when projects just used Travel Ad, projects had one type of result, and projects who used Venom and Caesars in conjunction had a different type of result. What Luminous Angel, what I believe their long-term vision is to do is to sift and sort through these different call groups and influencers and rate them and rank them. And say, hey, this gave us this kind of result. This gave us this kind of result. Now, I think it's really good in theory. I think the thing that is maybe lacking is each call group has its own kind of tribe. And each project has its own kind of tribe. And each project has its own solution to a need in the marketplace that may or may not resonate with every tribe. So while it's really great to have this idea of like, I use this one influencer and it really helped us grow by 10% or 20% or 50%. That influencer, it may have worked really well because his audience resonated with your message. Where you may have a different influencer that, does that make sense? Like I like the idea of ranking them based on maybe ease of use, maybe timely, maybe payments were received and sent timely, maybe deliverables were sent on time, but results can vary because there's different tribes and different groups of people. And so, what may resonate with Shill Sills may not resonate with Venom, but may resonate with Joe Perry's, but may not resonate with Voss, but may resonate with BitBoy, and so on and so forth. So it's a very interesting game. But one of the things that we noticed with Vetter was some influencers had much better results than others. And so what did we do? We used the influencers that had the most results. The influencers that had the best results, we kept using those. It makes sense. Why keep putting money out to Shill Sills? I'm making this up. Why keep putting money out to Shill Sills? Or why put money out to Bob's Crypto Calls if Bob's Crypto Calls doesn't deliver? So anyway, went on a bit of a tangent, but yeah. All right, so let's go back to that project, Trader AI. Let's see if we have an audit. Yeah, we're audited. What does that mean? Audit, let's go back over here to Pink Cell. All right, audit, KYC. So audit is from Fresh Coins. Trader AI Labs KYC verification. This is through Pink Cell. So Pink Cell is now doing KYC. That's kind of an interesting play there. KYC was issued yesterday. Launch happens tomorrow. But yeah, Pink Cell KYC. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm seeing some familiar names here, but still, I don't know how I feel about KYC through PinkCell. Tell you the truth. I would rather see it through someone else. I think I saw 8-bit earn somewhere. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. All right, let's get back here. I wanted to look up the other project. What was the other project that the team talked about? Super something. Super. Where was it? Super Protocol. Super Protocol. Let's see where Super Protocol launched. See if it was PinkCell. It was not PinkCell. That's interesting. Super Protocol. It's kind of interesting. All of them are spelled with one U. Was that a typo? I wonder. Let's go over to KuCoin. Super Protocol. Nope. Let's go about one U. Oh, bummer. I was kind of curious about that project. I wonder if they talk about it anymore. Let's search it. Check his previous project. Also, Super Protocol liquidity is still locked for over a year. I would like to. I wonder why it's so hard to find this. What was your last project? Super Protocol? Yeah, but how come I can't find anything about it? Everyone's talking about Super Protocol. I checked pinned messages, but I didn't see anything. Let's see. Yeah, I would really like to. I'm just kind of curious. I want to see the chart. I don't normally do this, and this is not advisable. So please just look the other way. Because I don't know which one is official. PinkCell.finance. Wait, January 17th? What? Is that actually... Oh, hey, you guys want to see something fishy? All right, take a look at this. All right, everybody paying attention? This is why, we haven't ran into this in a while, but this is why it's really important to make sure the links that you're clicking in Telegram are where you want to go. You also want to click links that are pinned. At the very least, so one of the things I do, I search for pinkcell.finance. But if you look right here, you can see it says pinkcell.finance. Let me see if I can zoom in. I can't zoom in. Okay, it's okay. All right, so if you can see this, it says pinkcell.finance. It has the link. Okay, when you click it, Telegram's going to ask me, do I really want to go there? This says PIHK. Okay, this is a different link. Like, this is a scam website. All right. This is why, this is also, so we're able to teach two things here. One, don't click random links in Telegram unless you know what it is you're clicking on. And two, if you happen to click on a random link, do not ever connect your wallet till you know 100% where you're clicking. And three, don't just randomly search in Telegram for Telegram groups. This is the reason why. Okay, but this is a totally bogus PinkCell, website. So while it looks normal, but you can get a second confirmation here, and this is definitely not okay, not normal. So this is why it's not a good idea to just search this. This is why I was trying to search in Google for Super Protocol, but everything else is spelled with one U, and I don't understand. Maybe if I did crypto, let's see here. I mean, everything is spelled with one U. Maybe I could go to YouTube. Super Protocol Crypto. Why is, yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if I can't tell. Oh, here we go. Here's one that says Super Protocol. Everything else is spelled with one U for some reason. Anyway, let's see what's up.
Guys, welcome back to NFTGG. Today we're taking a look at an auto-compounding protocol on the Binance Smart Chain. This is Super Protocol. And as always, before we start, I have to mention that this is not...
Guys, we made it. Our internet sleuthing worked. We found Super Protocol. All right. This is great. Congratulations. Hey, we made it to the Telegram group. Hey. All right, now let's see if we can find a chart. Hey, Dex Tools. Whew, we did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it. We made it. See how long ago this project was. Holy moly, this is a long time ago. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, they launched March 31st of last year. Don't really know what the pre-sale price was. That's a 2x. I don't know. Okay, I was just doing that for funsies anyway. Let's see what chat says. Mang says, Caesar's Calls is, in my opinion, more serious in vetting which projects they promote than the others. The forum of Golem's Gems, the Grotto, is a resource that can deliver great knowledge. Yeah, definitely. Each tribe has their own kind of vibe and feel. You know, and some handle it really well, and some are really professional, and some are just kind of like not. But no, I do enjoy Caesars. I do enjoy the AMAs in that group for sure. Okie doke. So with that, that's my take on Trader AI. Again, you know, we're just stacking probabilities. We're just looking at like, hey, if we were to look at this through a scout's perspective, what are we going to find and see? So yeah, hopefully you got some insight into this. You got some knowledge, able to, you know, ask some good questions when you're doing some research, doing your due diligence. Like I said, some of the things that I did notice about this, there are some broken links here. We don't know anything about the team. We just know that they were a part of this other project that has some claim to fame. We also know that this is obviously a project that is capitalizing on AI. My question with this is, when's the AI going to be ready? When's the AI going to be ready? The reason I'd be curious about this is this was put together in the last 2 weeks. So either someone else created the AI and they're now whitelisting it and giving access to this team, and this team bought it. They're going to utilize it. But I would want to know the results of the AI. What's the track record? Just like with our scouts. Okay, just like with signals. We talked about this on Tuesday. You post someone, you follow them blindly, and you may get burned. You know, you watch what their process is, you understand their system, and then like, okay, great, now you understand. Same thing with the AI. Because it is trending because it's a hot topic right now, as Meng said in the beginning, I think there's a lot of people who are going to, you know, use this to their advantage and try to capitalize as much as they can and throw around buzz phrases. And I mean, just that wording, just that write-up talking about allowing people to make money without doing anything. I mean, my goodness. Crypto's already a degen space. I mean, people already know that all you gotta do is show up at launch and maybe make some money. But to just blatantly say get paid without doing a thing is, I don't know. That's just that's super aggressive in my opinion. Super aggressive to say that, and what kind of people you're going to attract. Um, at the end of the day, is the AI going to work? Is it going to work? And there's a difference between trading bots and AI. I suppose AI, I guess, is next gen, but like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, I mean, this is just another project with creating lots of high expectations, um, and things like that. I didn't even look to see when we joined. Um, when I joined the group, but it looks like there's a lot of messages popping through. Um, I will say that is something that's cool. There seems to be a lot of hype about this, and this could be the reason. I mean, my goodness, just in the last 30 minutes, there's 200 messages. This could be one of the reasons that this was on Gordon Gekko's radar. One of the beautiful things about our scouts is they all have their own style, strategy, and network. And when a scout posts a project, it's gone through their own checks and balances. And so, anytime I see something negative from my own subjectivity, I get to weigh that against the scout's track record. And like I said, Gordon Gekko, 70% success rate overall. And so, what does he know that I don't? Who is he connected with that I'm not? And why is he interested in looking at this project? Definitely worth that thought process and conversation. But there's a lot of conversations happening. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of chattiness going on. I mean, I guess some of it's just memes and stuff, but still, this may be the most active chat we've ever witnessed on live. Since the moment I joined the group, we're talking about close to 250, 300 messages since I joined the chat, which is pretty awesome. Mang says if you want to validate AI projects, at least tune it in SingularityNet and Singularity DAO and see how the communication there looks at it. The community looks at it. That's a good thought. Get other people to look at it and validate it. And that's kind of one of the things I was curious about with Gordon Gekko. He's pretty well connected. So again, he doesn't just post random meme projects. He posts a project, it's worth. Let me put it this way: if Gordon Gekko posts a project, it's worth looking into. It doesn't mean it's going to be a great project or not, but it's worth looking into because his track record speaks for itself. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up today. Hope this was a good call. Hope you learned something. Hope it was helpful. Hey, when this session is done, go ahead and drop a comment on the actual video when the live session is complete, because that'll actually help more people see this video and will increase our reach and impact more people. So with that, hopefully this is a great session. Hope you learned something. Hope you got an aha moment and there was some value dropped. I'll end the session like I always do. Like my mentor always said, life can be short. So for those that you care and love, let them know you care and love them. Hey, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing. Our ecosystem is gaining some momentum, and I'm so thankful and grateful that you're spending time here, pouring in and adding value to the space. So with that, let's go ahead and take the conversation over to Discord, and we'll be back next week, same time, same place. We'll see you live on Tuesday, but until then, I will see you in Discord. Bye for now.